Hello, hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? It is Jude. You might say, hey, Jude, I'm excited about being here on tonight. I have something very important that I would like to say to each and every one of you. Let me start by saying, have you ever experienced hardship? Um, Moment in time where you just felt like you couldn't get through it, but you finally got through it. And then after you get on the other side, there's always something that's trying to pull you back, trying to get you to go back. God has brought you out of that thing. That thing is trying to pull and tug back at you. Well, I'm here to tell you tonight, don't look back. I recall when I was in sixth grade, I believe Coach Saunders coordinated with all of the sixth grade teachers to have all of the fastest runners in the class to come out and to run. So you had all of these different classes, sixth grade classes, and the fastest runners from that particular class to run. So we had a couple in our class. I was one of them. And we proceeded to, they proceeded to set things up. So each class was put together, the runners were put together so that we can start the race. It was about 40 yards. We would have to run 40 yards. And they would set up these heats, and the fastest runners from that heat, first, second, third place, would be placed in the next heat to run. And that was the process of elimination. It was sudden death elimination. So it was our time to run. I was among the group that was ready to run, and the gun sounded all pow. And we all began to run as fast as we could, fast as we could. Unfortunately, the other runners within my class that was in that group of 20 people did not place, but I was one that did. So I was pretty excited. So was Mr. Fleming. Mr. Fleming was my sixth grade teacher. And so after running the race, Mr. Fleming pulled me aside as I prepared to run the next race. Mr. Fleming came close to me, looked me in the eye, and he said these words. He said, whatever you do, don't look back. I looked at Mr. Fleming, and I could tell by the look in his eyes that he was counting on me. I was the only one from our class that was left, that will run to represent our class, and I had an opportunity to win. I was pretty fast. So as I prepared and I was getting ready to run that next heat, just thinking and trying to make sure that I'm ready. It was our time to run. So I went to the start line. About 20 of us in this particular heat. Got into my stance, and the gun went off. Pow! I began to run as fast as I could. I was running so fast that I could hear the wind going by my ears. I could see out of my peripheral vision that there was no one to the left, neither to the right of me. I was running extremely fast. I was in first place. I continued to run. And I was so just wondering where everyone else was, because there's no one, as I stated, to the left and to the right of me. And I was running fast. We got about midway. And then all of a sudden, I looked back. When I looked back, it seemed like all 19 people that were in the race with me thunderously passed me up. And from last to first, in an instant, I lost the race. I crossed the finish line, but by the time I crossed the finish line, Of course, I was in last place. I went back to Mr. Fleming with my head hung down, rather disappointed that I didn't win. That was many years ago. But I have to tell you, sometimes when I think about that story, I wonder what would have happened if I did not look back? What would have happened if I'd have followed Mr. Fleming's instructions and not looked back? Could have won the race. I bring that up because in life, the things that tug at us, try to get us to go back. We're running the race. And there are things that are trying to hold us back, hold us down. But I'm here to tell you, don't yield to the temptation to turn back. There's a scripture that talks about Lot's wife and how she looked back and she turned to a pillar of salt. I'm encouraging you tonight. Continue to run the race. Don't allow any weight to easily beset you. Run your race with patience, the race that is set before you, looking unto Jesus, who's the author and the finisher of your faith, of our faith. And I guarantee you'll win the race. Well, that's all I have for you on tonight. Thank you for tuning in. This is Hey Jude podcast. I'm excited about being with you on tonight. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time.